Yeah. Welcome to the show of Get It Together. Nah, all jokes aside. Um, just call this deposit loading, because that's how I feel. Loading. Here goes nothing, right? So, the $1 million question for me is, what does it take to motivate myself? Um, all of the times I hear people, they ask me questions pertaining to whether or not, when you're going to start. Brother, when you going to start? Nafis, when you going to start? Abu Zayd, when you going to start? And they're referring to, anything as far as podcasting and so forth like that. When are you going to start? And to be honest with you, the answer to that question that always come up when they say it to me is when I feel motivated. And I know I have felt motivated multiple times, especially in the past, even embarking on the endeavor of podcasting and so forth and so on, getting the equipment and all the other stuff or the accessories that come along with it, and still not being persistent or consistent with podcasting. And I can only surmise that the reason being is I wasn't motivated. And motivation is not something that is constant. I'm realizing it's something that not momentarily, but there are things that you need to be inspired by. Things that will help you push forward when you don't feel like pushing forward, when you don't even feel like getting out of bed sometimes, or when you don't feel like being bothered, or you don't feel like anything. So instead of directing my podcasting towards an audience, I realized that the audience that I need to be directing anything to is myself. What does it take for me to become motivated? It's the number one question that I ask myself. And there are multiple factors that contribute to that. Sometimes I'm motivated by what I see. Sometimes I'm motivated by what I hear. Sometimes I'm motivated by the stories that I come across or have read or have seen within my friends, within my family, challenges that were presented to them and that they overcame. Obstacles that were in their way, hurdles that were in their way that they were able to get by and keep pushing. And I feel motivated. So in that moment of, that momentary spark of motivation, you might get something out of me. Sometimes I might produce a book, right? Sometimes you might get out of me, I might produce some material, some merchandise, or I might get in my creative bag and my creative juices start to flowing because I feel motivated. Sometimes my children motivates me. And I know that's a question some people say, well, they should motivate you all the times, but that's not true. And I don't believe that's true, that your family, your friends, your children always motivate you. Because if that was the case, you will always feel upbeat, always feel inspired, always feel aspire to do something. But that's not the case, because we go through our mood swings, we go through our moments where we're up and our moments when we are down, and we're just like, what do I do to get out of that rut, and out of that stupor that I get up and do something. So this is pretty much what I want to focus on. So I am motivated today. Basically self-motivation. And what motivated me, I can say today, is that I wanted to redirect the purpose or the focus of the podcast. And that is, I wanted to address myself, make myself the audience.